across all social media platforms. Be advised that the judges are not in the building. They're not in the studio, rather, but they're around and they're paying attention and they'll be doing their due diligence on these conversations. So follow us on Facebook at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH, and then also as a sister station, Kids FM. Now, let's get to the rebuttal segment of the program, and then we're going to the opposers of the motion. In this case, it is Luisant Chapter Model Schools in Eneka. Favor Iheanacho is on the seat right now. She is in SS2. She's 15 years of age, and she is going up with the rebuttal. It's a time to rebut, and I get to speak to her very briefly. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm good.
Okay, I know. I must apologize that, yes, the studio gets very cold. We will turn down the AC very shortly. But before that, I need to remind you of the rules. There are 3 minutes available for you to give your rebuttal statements, after which the opposing team will take over. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So, as always, I'm going to reset the timer, the clock back to zeros. You have 3 minutes on the clock. Take as much time as you can. Within that time, pause, catch your breath, whatever you need to do, but the clock will not stop. So, are you ready?
Yes.
3 minutes on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Her time starts now.
Good morning, my moderator, the panel of judges, my accurate timekeeper, fellow debaters, and my esteemed listeners. I am Favor Iheanacho, a student of Luisant Chapter Model School in Eneka. We are raising a generation in a globalized world, a world where connection can no longer be limited by geography, race, or culture. To suggest that Nigerian teens should be banned from social media platforms is to say that they should be disconnected from that very system shaping modern economy. Firstly, social development. The importance of social development in a teenager's interaction cannot be overstated. Adolescence is a critical stage for identity formation, confidence building, as well as relationship skills. Through social media, teenagers get the privilege to be mentored by great personalities who create values in the society. They engage in articulation, they engage in meaningful opinion, and confidently present themselves before an audience. Secondly, let me speak of the issue of cybercrime. A good number of people, even my opponents, will hold on to the belief that cybercrime is a member of social media. Well, the question I would love to ask is this: is cybercrime the criminal, or is it the individual misusing it? Cybercrime has been a powerful tool against crime. The law enforcement agency uses cybercrime, using social media to track digital footprints, all thanks to social media. If we ban the use of social media because others misuse it, should we also ban cars because some people drive recklessly? Thirdly, global digital readiness. I stand in awe, watching my opponent tilting towards admiring the so-called bold step taken by the Australian government. The question is isolation the answer? In leading global economies like China and USA, digital education, China has made artificial intelligence compulsory, even at elementary level. Students, according to a report by Business Insider, China has made artificial intelligence education compulsory, even at elementary level, teaching digital and global educations to students to enable them compete in a digital world. Reports PISA 2022 data indicates that a child spent up to one hour per day on social media learning and scored up to 14 points higher in mathematics. This example shows that when digital education is regulated, not burned. With this point of mind, I hope I've been able to convince my opponent that if we follow the footsteps of nations investing in digital education, we would be preparing them to compete favorably globally. But if we follow the footsteps of burn, we would risk leaving them in the very future we want them to shape in.
All right, your time is up, madam. Thank you very much. 3 minutes and a second on the clock there. We reset that. So that's the rebuttal statement from Luisant Model Schools. Now we'll take a breather. When we come back, we'll get to hear from their opponent as they offer their rebuttals.
This is A Beg to Differ. The conversation continues in a moment.
Welcome back, 90.3 Nigerian folks. I beg to differ. This is season 5. My name is Jude Omamegbe, and this is the first debate for this morning. Should teens be banned from social media in Nigeria? That is the topic. We've heard the opening arguments from both teams. We've heard the rebuttal argument from the opposing team. It's now time to get to hear the rebuttal from the supporting team this morning. And in this instance, the supporting team is Pleroma International High School, and Irene Chitindu Amechi is coming up to the microphone. Good morning to you, Miss Irene.
Good morning, sir.
All right, so as always, I need to let you know all the rules. 3 minutes is going to be allocated for you to give out your points. Now, during that time, you have the permission to take a pause, catch your breath, or whatever, but we will not stop the clock. And after which, we're going to pass the microphone back to your team, because your team is the supporting team, and you will offer your closing remarks. Is this clear, please? Okay. All right, so reset to zeros, ladies and gentlemen. Her time starts now.
My chief speaker has spoken of mind, I speak of soul. You can't study Shakespeare while waiting for a notification. It's been said that teens spend 5 hours daily on the internet, which is 1,825 hours yearly. That's some 6 days, liking, scrolling, and swiping. Well, social media isn't a window towards the mirror that lies, and it's high time to break that mirror. Esteemed judges, honorary timekeeper, my moderator, and fellow co-debaters, and my audience. My name is Irene Amici from Pleroma International High School. I would like to refute some of the points presented by my opponent. Please permit me to paraphrase. I noticed that my opponent made mention of educational value. Well, I'll have you know, not all fingers are equal, so not everyone will have the same opportunities as everyone. Do you know that there are some kids who have never actually held a phone in their lives before? Some don't even know what data is. Some don't even know what internet is. But yet you're saying that that education is being advanced. This puts some at an advantage, and it increases the gap between the device haves and haves not. 2, I hope you know that this can lead to bullying. The educational value we're all talking about, while in school, discussions can be raised, and those who are unfavored might not have points to raise. You also made mention of mental awareness. Well, although they've been around, yes, social media has added to it. Do you know that in Japan and China, for the first 5 years of a child's life, they are mainly restricted to 30 minutes of devices, which helps stimulate their brain and make them more smarter and helps them with more problems. Have you not noticed that's why most of innovations come from countries like Asia, with China and Japan as the main? That's why you notice that they are a bit smarter than Americans. Now, do you know deceptive algorithms dictate to fragile minds what they are? I hope you know that not only is social media also influencing teens negatively, it's also affecting their sleep. Do you know that teens stay up all night, and this is causing anxiety, sleep disorders, and pressure of the brain? It's slowly causing mental degradation. That's why some people do say that the Gen Zs are the most have very low IQs. It's not because we're born that way. It's because of what's around us. Opportunity without awareness is vulnerability. A tool that exposes teens to trauma, fraud, and predators should have an age limit. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. 2 minutes and 17 seconds there. That's what it took for her to rebut the comments and the statements from her opponent. Now, since their team is the supporting team, they will get to close up with their remarks, and then we'll pass the microphone over to the opponents. Stay tuned. 90.3 Nigerian for returns.
Cool Wazobia Info Kids FM presents another banger. Football Fans Fiesta. Arsenal versus Chelsea. The return leg banter.
And Chelsea have a 2-goal lead.
Happening on Sunday, March 1st by 5 p.m. live at New Trafford Lounge and Bar, Kilometer 4, East West Road by Jefta Comprehensive College, Umwaba, Port Harcourt. Come and watch the world champions Chelsea try to dash Arsenal's hope of an EPL title triumph. Who will prevail at the Emirates? The Gunners or the Blues? It's pure fire. Catch every goal and gist on Sunday, 1st of March. Venue, New Trafford Lounge and Bar, Kilometer 4, East West Road, Umwaba, Port Harcourt. Football Fans Yes, sir. The Return Leg Banter. Proudly supported by New Travel Lounge and Bar. Hamrest Properties, your partner in real estate investment.
This is I Beg to Differ. The conversation continues in a moment.
Well, welcome back. Night number 3 Nigerian Fools. I Beg to Differ Season 5 debate. My name is Jude or Mamigbe, and we're here with the very first set of competitors for this morning. Now, we get into the closing remarks, and I'm going to put the microphone on for Pleroma International School and the lead speaker, Temidara Cherish Akeju-Wemimo, with SS3, I believe is going to be closing us this round.
Yes,
Temidara, once again, are you ready?
Yes, please.
And to remind everybody, you have 3 minutes for this particular segment, and after that, we'll get over to the opposers of the motion. Is this clear, please?
Yes, please.
All right. Your time, 3 minutes on the clock, starts now.
Honorable judges, I close with a simple question. Why do we have age restrictions for driving, for voting, for marriage, for alcohol, even for watching certain movies? Because we understand collectively that the human brain is not fully developed until the mid-20s. We understand that impulse control, risk assessment, and long-term reasoning are skills that are acquired slowly through years of guided experience. Yet, when it comes to the most sophisticated, psychological, manipulative, attention-capturing machines ever invented by man, we suddenly say, let the child decide. This is not freedom. This is abandonment. My opponents speak of rights. I speak of readiness. My opponents speak of opportunity. I speak of safety. My opponents speak of the future. I speak of the child today who cannot go to sleep because she's terrified that she's not pretty enough, not liked enough, not rich enough, just because an algorithm told her so. Esteemed listeners, when historians write about the rise and fall of societies, they rarely blame the children. No, they blame the adults who saw the danger coming and did nothing. We must choose what role we will play in shaping Nigeria's future. Do we want to be spectators or protectors? Throughout this debate, the opposition has tried to paint social media as a harmless playground, a space for education, empowerment, and connection. But let us not confuse potential with reality. Yes, social media can educate, but today it distracts. Yes, social media can connect, but today it isolates. Yes, it can empower, but too often it corrupts. The question is not whether social media has benefits. No, the question is whether Nigerian teens are ready enough to face the dangers of social media unsupervised and unrestricted. And the answer is clear. They are not. I rest my case.
1 minute and 54 seconds. Closing remarks from the supporter of the motion. Take a quick break and then we'll go back to the opposers of the motion and their closing remarks.
Attention all secondary schools! The wait is over! The I Beg to Differ Schools Debate Competition is here! Season 5 is live!
From February 16 to March 3, the brightest young minds will battle it out on the big stage. It's wit, it's logic, it's teamwork, where schools go head-to-head for glory.
Who will rise? Who will persuade? Who will lead the charge with ideas that matter?
Join us daily as schools debate the toughest questions, sharpen their voices, and showcase the power of teamwork and intellect.
Don't miss a single round. Tune in, cheer for your school, and witness the future leaders in action.
I Beg to Differ Season 5, where schools speak and ideas lead.
Welcome back. Night number 3, Nigeria Info. Time for us to have the final argument from the opposer of the motion. And if you were still wondering, well, it is still 92 points more. be barred from social media platforms. Luisant chapter model schools in Eneka are going to give us their closing remarks. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right. So you obviously know the rules. 3 minutes available for you. Your time starts now.
Esteemed judges, before I raise my case, I would love to react to a widely accepted belief, and I am almost certain that my opponents are believers of this notion, that social media is chiefly responsible for the decay in morality in our society today. That's not correct. Before the existence of social media, the society faced issues such as promiscuity, drug abuse, and misconduct in our societies. Blaming social media for this shifts responsibilities from parents, educators, guardians, and the society at large. Morality is first built at home, strengthened in school, and reinforced by communities. So blaming social media is trying to shift the roles of the parents to social media. The problem is not the platform, but how it is used. If there are proper parenting and control, the problem is not the platform, but how it is used. Proper parenting and banning social media will not eliminate mental issues. Will not eliminate mental issues and other problems. Good parenting and responsible upbringing will. With these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince the judges, as well as my attentive listeners, that the Nigerian government, working in the footsteps of the Australian government, will prove counterproductive. Thank you.
Thank you very much. 1 minute and 24 seconds dead. We are done with the first debate. You can all heave a sigh of relief right now. All right. There we go. All right. Now, before we say our goodbyes to this group, we'll have our guest judge, if it could morally come through to pinpoint some of the things he observed during their debate. Stay tuned.
Cool Wazobia Info Kids FM presents another banger. Football Fans Fiesta. Arsenal versus Chelsea. The return leg banter.
And Chelsea have a 2-goal lead.
Happening on Sunday, March 1st by 5 p.m. live at New Trafford Lounge and Bar, Kilometer 4, East West Road by Jefta Comprehensive College, Umwaba, Port Harcourt. Come and watch the world champions Chelsea try to dash Arsenal's hope of an EPL title triumph. Who will prevail at the Emirates? The Gunners or the Blues? It's pure fire. Catch every goal and gist on Sunday, 1st of March. Venue, New Trafford Lounge and Bar, Kilometer 4, East West Road, Umwaba, Port Harcourt. Football Fans Fiesta. The return leg banter. Proudly supported by New Trafford Lounge and Bar. Hamrex Properties, your partner in real estate investment.
All right, welcome back once again. Good morning to you. And Ifechuku is standing by. Ifechuku, good morning to you.
Good morning, Jude. How you doing?
Very well. I was in the middle of this debate, and I'm going, maybe we should ban social media for children. And then another time I'm going, nah, we shouldn't ban social media for children. Nah. She has good points. They all
had really wonderful points to show for it. Anyway, let's get down to what we've got for you today. So first and foremost, I'd like to appreciate you all for being here today, and you all did your best. But let's quickly look at diction. I'd like to say this, that we want you to have good diction doesn't mean that we want you to swallow your words or, start saying things in ways that we are not able to understand, because we actually want to understand your point. Sometimes I struggled to, hear what they wanted to say. It's after they've made the point that, Constance and I were like, okay, this is exactly what they wanted to say. So this was what was happening to us. So we need clarity. We love diction, but we want it to be clear when you people mention it. And also, when you're mentioning local names, try as much as possible to use the local accent to mention it. For example, when somebody mentioned Eneka. This is going for Luisant. Luisant, I'd like to ask. This is the pronunciation of your school.
Luisant.
Okay, yeah. Luisant.
Is it Luisant, right? Luisant. Aha.
Because the French pronunciation says Luisant.
Yeah. Same thing off the microphone. When I read it, I said,
it's a French
word.
word.
Yeah, so it just sounds like French.
Luisant. That's how I saw it online. So you also have to know how to pronounce your name. If it's French, if it's got French origin, you have to know how to pronounce that name. Then the place, Eneka, where your school is located, is Eneka, right? It sounded like Eneka when you mentioned it, right? So it's not, when you say Eneka, it starts sounding like it's a place somewhere in America. So, but that's not where the place is, okay? So the word is risks, not risks. You say programming, not programming. You be mindful of the stress pattern. Educational, not educational. Edu and edu. Do you get the difference? Then it deprives, not it deprive. You need to put the S there.
Okay.
It deprives. You're talking about what's happening, right? So it deprives, not it deprive. Then there were several unclear sentences, and I think it's for both sides. However, the very first speaker for Luisant School had a little bit more controlled pacing when she started. Then the word is limited, not limited. Development, not development. You say adolescent, not adolescent. Stress, you need to be mindful of your stress. And you said something, who creates value in the society. When you say the society, you're talking about a specific society. It could be the Nigerian society, but we're looking at society at large, general. So you talk about something happening in society today, not in the society, right? Be careful with that as well. Then the word is esteemed, not my esteemed judges, esteemed. And correct, the T was swallowed. And then strengthened, not strengthened. Parenting, not parenting. Eliminate, not eliminate. And then coming to Pleroma School, okay, there were a lot of vague sentences that I heard. But for the second speaker, I think it was last speaker, had a really good rhetorical control. When she was,
when she started the closing remarks.
Yes, exactly. So it was really good. So you said something. One of you said something. They are a bit smarter than Americans. That sounds a little bit derogatory, and there was no empirical fact to, show. You did not give us any empirical fact to show that they are. I think you were talking about Asians. You were making Asians a bit smarter than. So how did you know? How did you guys know that? We don't know. So the way you said it, it sounded somewhat derogatory. So you might want to stay away from that. The word is predator, not predators. Predators, not predators. Pressure, not pressure. And then you said added to rate. It has to be added to weight. Okay? Then you also said countries like Asia. Asia is not a country. It's a continent, right? You need to be careful when you say things like that. Opponent. We keep saying that a lot, so many times. Your opponent, not your opponent. And this puts some... Okay, we're about to round up. Okay,
Yeah.
All right, so you use a lot of big words. One of you used a lot... I think the very first person, when you said various aunties, I spent time trying to figure out what aunties mean. What does it mean? Aunties. Various aunties. Okay. All right. So I think I will end it here. That's all. So just be careful with the words you use. Cannibalizing. I don't know how it fits into what you were saying. And you also did not pronounce it well. It's cannibalizing, not cannibalizing. So nice words, but be sure when you want to use those big words, know the meaning of them and how they fit into your presentation.
All right, thank you very much, Ifechiku, and thank you to both teams. Wonderful attempt this morning. Feisty as it was, I have to be honest, I'm a bit confused, but you can step out as we are prepared to read the result for this round. Stay tuned.
Attention all secondary schools! The wait is over! The I Beg to Differ Schools Debate Competition is here! Season 5 is live!
From February 16 to March 3, the brightest young minds will battle it out on the big stage. It's wit, it's logic, it's teamwork, where schools go head-to-head for glory.
Who will rise? Who will persuade? Who will lead the charge with ideas that matter?
Join us daily as schools debate the toughest questions, sharpen their voices, and showcase the power of teamwork and intellect.
Don't miss a single round. Tune in, cheer for your school, and witness the future leaders in action.
I Beg to Differ Season 5, where schools speak and ideas lead.
Cool Wazobia Info Kids FM presents another banger. Football Fans Fiesta. Arsenal versus Chelsea. The return leg banter.
And Chelsea have a 2-goal lead.
Happening on Sunday, March 1st by 5 p.m. live at New Trafford Lounge and Bar, Kilometer 4, East West Road by Jefta Comprehensive College, Umwaba, Port Harcourt. Come and watch the world champions Chelsea try to dash Arsenal's hope of an EPL title triumph. Who will prevail at the Emirates? The Gunners or the Blues? It's pure fire. Catch every goal and gist on Sunday, 1st of March. Venue, New Trafford Lounge and Bar, Kilometer 4, East West Road, Umwaba, Port Harcourt. Football Fans Fiesta. The return leg banter. Proudly supported by New Trafford Lounge and Bar. Hamrex Properties, your partner in real estate investment.
Please listen to this announcement. Primus City Estate presents Realtor Conference and Business Seminars. Come learn how to make money in real estate without
roll, please. Well, all three judges have scored that round unanimously for presentation, for rebuttal, and closing remarks to... Wow, tension everywhere. Anyway, Pleroma International High School, they are the winners of this round, and congratulations to them.